Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast, the podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 736, and here's your review of Howard Hawks' Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. As always, it's the Nerd Going to hear the host, Sean, my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Monday night.
My nose tickles.
We'll stop putting stuff up.
No, man, that's fucking nose hairs, Brad. Yeah. Um, Yep. Thursday night, not Thursday night, Monday night, live early and every before anybody else gets to watch it on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time.
They literally said Monday. Why do you think it was Thursday?
I don't fucking know, Brad. Wait, you can get this episode live early and ad free.
Dear God, get me through this week. Fucking. I'm so at a certain age, you're just tired of the holidays.
Yeah. You can get this episode live early and ad-free on patreon.com/nerdcore, the $1 tier. You get today's episode along with other episodes of the Nerdcore podcast live early and ad-free before everybody else gets to watch them days in advance. But before we can get into the review, Brad, how are you holding up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Surviving. Yeah. I mean, I got to watch one movie. Actually, I watched this movie today because I didn't do it yesterday. I did watch this movie, and I watched Exhibiting Forgiveness, which is a 2024 movie.
Never heard of it.
Well, I think our lists are going to be like, Brad, I never heard of this movie.
Yeah. Exhibiting Forgiveness.
Exhibiting Forgiveness. It was very good. Right now it's on the list. As I keep watching movies, it may not make the list. That's why I'm putting it out there.
Titus Kaffar with Andre Holland, Andra Day. And he's painting to find freedom from his past. A black artist on the path to success is derailed by an unexpected visit from his estranged father. A recovering addict desperate to reconcile. Together they learn that forgetting might be a greater challenge than forgiving. Okay, I've never seen this movie before, Brad.
Shot very well.
Yeah.
Beautiful cinematography.
Where the hell did you watch this? Where the hell did you watch this?
It's on Amazon. You can rent it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen this movie, Brad. I guess was this a Sundance? No, I guess it wasn't.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Where the fuck did you find this?
It was on Amazon. So what I've been doing is basically going through every top 10 list, and there's millions of them, and I see what movies catch my eye. You know, there's movies Raul has said, is it Anor? Anor, that's one of them. But that's still in theaters.
Finally on digital, Brad.
Yeah, so I can't get to that one. So there's some I can't get to. There's some listed that I'll go and be like, okay, do I really want to watch
The Brutalist?
Like The Brutalist. I would love to watch The Brutalist.
I think us and everybody outside of like two major cities in the United States would love to see The Brutalist, Brad.
Yeah, I would love to see The Brutalist. This is available to rent. I paid like $6 to rent it because it really was like one of those things like, I kind of want to watch this. I want to kind of see what's going on with this movie. And
this one premiered at Sundance Film Festival, Brad. Okay. All right. I was like, I never heard of this before. But yeah.
But Andre Holland, terrific actor in it. So I think he was amazing in this.
All right. Yeah, man. I watched. What did I do today, Brad? I got up and I streamed today. Great stream. Holy crap. Had a viewer not just gift 5 subs.
Oh wow.
But she fucking subbed at tier 2. We had a lot of chat. Well, not a lot of chatters, but we had a good amount of chatters in chat today.
That's what I was telling you. You're going to have your good days and your bad days.
Yeah, but I had like 2 consecutive bad days.
Yeah, that happens. That happens when you start something early. Or that happens when you start something and it's early. So, I mean, I would love to say, let's start a podcast and, have 5 million viewers in the first year, but they don't happen.
I uploaded a TikTok and it got flagged for community guidelines. Appeal it. And it's fine. They approved it, but now it's shadow banned because it only has like 7 views. So
what was the TikTok?
it was where we were doing the Easter egg, and I was like, "Hey guys, this is not working out. Like, I don't know why I can't get this thing. I'm sucking it and not throwing it." And you're like, "Oh, you're
Oh,
sucking."
that was hilarious.
I posted worse.
Yeah, that was hilarious. We've
I
done worse.
posted worse than that. I've
Yeah.
said worse than that.
Yeah.
So like, I have 7 views on that TikTok. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Maybe take it off and
Okay,
repost
TikTok's gonna get banned on the 19th. We'll be fine.
it. Okay. No, I watched that one. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, man.
Just me and Migs giving you shit.
Yeah. I don't know, Brad. Fucking TikTok is stupid.
They're all stupid. All these
yeah.
services are stupid.
Yeah. It's fine. I was just tripped out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this being flagged? You know, what's it called? I fucking done worse, big dog.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I've said worse.
We don't
I said
know.
far worse, bro. But I think on my other account, on the real, it is doing pretty good.
On the
It's doing
YouTube.
pretty, yeah. Well, yeah, on
Instagram.
on IG, I think it's doing pretty fine. But I have to check analytics and all that shit. But yeah, yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why is this getting flagged?
They just don't like us. That's all. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
They don't want Raul to be thrown back.
Yeah, bro. Want me to be sucking? Yeah. Yeah.
That was a short clip too. That was like your shortest clip.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, I watched that. I uploaded that. I finished watching Horizon American Saga Chapter 1. I like that. That was pretty good. But other than that, like, not much going on, Brad. My dog's acting like assholes every time I walk them out. You know,
I mean,
that's just
that's
normal
dogs
shit.
for you. Those dogs for you.
Yeah, bro. Can't get them for they get tummy aches. But like, who told them to fucking pick that shit up off the ground?
Bro, still easier than children.
Mm. But yeah,
I gotta take them no practice or daycare.
yeah. But yeah, I've got more stuff I want to get through. What's called movie wise. But other than that, man, just pretty much finished it up. Finished up Horizon. I want to get to Joker 2 now. I'd like to get to Joker 2 or Megalopolis. One of those two.
You saw Joker 2 in theaters.
No, I did not get the chance to go see it in theaters.
Okay.
I wanted to really bad because I love the first one, but just didn't get the chance to. But yeah. But other than that, just pretty chill day today, Brad. Pretty chill.
I do have a question.
What?
Is Furiosa on your list?
Top 10?
Yeah.
No, it used to be.
Okay.
For a while, it used to be.
Okay.
And then you informed me of some other films that were on there that were considered 2024.
I don't know about informing. It was more asking a question of like, okay,
I love Furiosa.
This
Brad.
guy that is giving me his top 10 list says this was on it.
I love Furiosa.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely an honorable mention, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah. But yeah, no, what's it called? Furiosa was pushed out, but fucking great movie, man. Love Furiosa.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I may give it a watch. I do not know yet.
Watch Longlegs, goddammit.
I tried to, and then I get
it's on, Brad. It's been on. I've been telling
10
you.
minutes in.
Yeah.
And so now I've been watching all these other fucking films.
Well, it's been on, bro. It's one of the best Nicolas Cage performances.
Oh, it's got Nick Cage. I didn't know.
Yes, it's got Nick Cage in it.
I didn't know Nick Cage was in it. I'm in my Nick Cage era. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, you need to get on it because Nick Cage is great.
All right. Leave it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Brad. Other than that, just pretty chill day. I watched this movie in the morning, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about this, man. I think we should do it, Brad.
Yeah, let's go. What year is this? 53. All right. So there is no spoiler warning.
Nope. So we'll be back with this review after these words from our sponsors. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Gentlemen Prefer Blondes from director Howard Hawks.
This is yours.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is a 1953 American musical comedy film directed by Howard Hawks and written by Charles Lederer.
Letterer.
Yeah. The film is based on the 1949 stage musical of the same name, which in turn is based on the 1925 novel of the same name by Anita Loos. The film stars Jane Russell and Marilyn Monroe with Charles Coburn, Elliot Reed, Tommy Noonan, George Winslow, Taylor Holmes, and Norma Varden in supporting roles. The film is filled with comedic situation and musical numbers choreographed by Jack Cole, while the music was written by Hoagie Carmichael, Harold Adamson, Julie Stein, and Lee Robin. The songs by Stein and Robin are from the Broadway show, while the songs by Carmichael and Adamson were written especially for the film. Monroe's rendition of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend and her pink dress are part of popular culture and are considered iconic. The performance has inspired and been recreated by various artists as an homage. All right. Cinematography is done by Harry J. Wild, edited by Hugh S. Fowler. Music, of course, Hoagie Carmichael, Julie Stein, Elliot Daniel, Lionel Newman, and it sits at an hour and 31 minutes, and on a budget of $2.3 million or $2.7 million, in between there, it made $5.3 million at the box office. Yeah. Brad, I am pretty confident when I say that this is the first ever film from Marilyn Monroe that I've seen and reviewed on this podcast.
Yep, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any other come to mind.
No.
I don't even think like the 7-Year Itch, which is really famous. I don't think we've done that yet.
No. Of course, I've watched Blonde, which is about Marilyn Monroe. So, you know,
has
it's about her.
It's about, so
yeah.
Technically not a Marilyn.
Not Marilyn Monroe.
Technically, it's about Marilyn Monroe, but doesn't have Marilyn Monroe.
But I've never actually seen a Marilyn Monroe picture before.
No, I can't say I have either. But this coming from the guys who've taken 8 years to watch Citizen Kane on a podcast that reviews movies is, I'm not surprised.
Yup. Yeah. We're missing a lot of iconic symbols of old Hollywood, huh?
We've reviewed a lot of stuff before, like maybe some of these like giant classics we should have done.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Especially this, which is obviously the blueprint to so many fucking movies. This is the blueprint to Two Broke Girls with Kat Dennings, Brad. Like this massive blueprint. I have to say,
I mean, Kat Dennings isn't blonde, but
yeah. But the whole idea of these two women together, and the whole like chemistry with each other, like it's very much the blueprint. So for so many, duo female led shows and films. But I have to say this: I am not the biggest fan of musicals, but holy shit, did I adore Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I love this movie. The costumes, the color, the great music, man. I love the musical numbers. I thought they did a great job with that. The choreography, especially the fucking scene where Jen Russell gets kicked by the fucking by the Olympic swim guy.
Oh yeah. Did you know that was not?
That wasn't planned. That wasn't how it was supposed to go. No. But it makes the scene even better.
But the way she reacted to it and they lift her out and she's having fun with it. Yeah. I mean, it would have been nice to hang out with Jane Russell, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this movie, Brad. But it's easily Marilyn Monroe who steals the show.
Oh yeah.
She steals the show in this movie. Her facial acting, her elegance, her class, her presence is really felt throughout this movie, man. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
I think this movie is terrific. I love the chemistry between Jane Russell and Marilyn Monroe throughout the film. I agree, Marilyn Monroe steals the show. I mean, but it is called Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
She's
So
a blonde.
there you go. I love the comedy aspect throughout it. I love the small
Hilarious.
child that comes out, and he steals a lot of scenes. He steals like the
Oh,
2 or
that
3
kid is
scenes he is in.
hilarious,
Kid's
Brad.
fucking hilarious. He's like, you can do better, right? It's like, oh Jesus, that old man just trying to use you. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I want to. I hope Marilyn Monroe didn't get typecasted from this though, as the stupid blonde, because I don't believe Marilyn Monroe was a stupid person. So, but the character she plays is a ditzy blonde, but it's also a character she plays, and she gets over on all the stupid men in the film. So
Mhm.
you answer who's the stupid one throughout the film when you watch it. I'm gonna say all the freaking dumbass men throughout it. I think Jane Russell carries her own in this too. The where she's playing Marilyn Monroe, where she's playing her character in the courtroom. Freaking fantastic. She's like hitting like every line, every kind of she like mimics Marilyn's voice, and just the small little interactions she has. And I want to say this was a really great movie. And I mean, I guess Howard Hawks just did every genre of movie.
That's what I really learned throughout this month, that Howard Hawks really was just this very versatile director, man. He like really did it all. Brett, this wasn't even like a personal choice for him to do. He had never seen the Broadway musical before, never read the book before. It was his last film he needed to do. He had to do with 20th Century Fox within his
Yeah, it
contract.
was contract. Okay.
Yeah. And he was like, fuck it, I'll do this movie.
But
And
like
he knocks it the fuck out of the park.
but I want to know who was doing like choreography
It
in
wasn't
this.
him.
Okay, I didn't think it
Yeah.
was him.
He said
But
that
the choreography throughout the movie, there are like the freaking Olympic team, that whole freaking choreography throughout that scene. I'm like, I wish they hadn't gone with the nude pant choice, but other than that, really fantastic.
Yeah. And it's crazy, what's it called, that they originally, it wasn't supposed to be, what's it called, Marilyn Monroe and Jane Russell. It was supposed to be Betty Grable and Ginger Rogers.
Hmm.
But it was way too expensive to hire Grable. So they went with Marilyn Monroe and Jane Russell.
I mean, and you definitely get that overtly female sexuality
Oh,
throughout the
yeah.
film. So I think they probably cast these two characters about as best you can. So I
Yeah.
don't know if technically Ginger Rogers, I don't know what time frame that would have been for Ginger. She might have been able to do it. I don't know what her age was though.
I would say this is 53, right, Brad?
Mm-hmm.
So this would be 1952 minus 1911. Should have been 41. I think she still would have been able
Yeah,
to.
probably.
Yeah,
It would have been a different movie.
100%.
Yeah, without Jane Russell and Marilyn Monroe, it
Yeah,
would have been quite a different movie.
yeah. But I mean, I loved it. I loved it. I loved their chemistry. I love the comedy. Like Marilyn Monroe's so fucking funny in this movie, Brad.
Oh, hilarious, and she plays it up. Like, again, I don't think Marilyn was a stupid person, but I
No,
think this character she definitely played up, and she played into that character of the ditzy blonde. But at the same time, she's playing these men.
yeah.
So is she really a ditzy blonde? I don't know.
I think you have to be pretty smart to play some
To
people.
to get the diamond tiara and
Yeah.
not knowing what a tiara was to begin with.
Yep. Yep. but I mean, this movie really just had me like, for somebody who doesn't really love musicals all that much, and I'm just kind of like meh on them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Man, this really had me, Brad. I
They
loved every minute of it, man.
they could sing.
Oh
Jane
my
Russell and
god.
Marilyn Monroe could sing.
And I see why why the girl diamonds are a girl's best friend is as iconic as it is. I mean, that whole number, Brad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just fucking fantastic. The choreography, the song itself.
The pink dress.
Yes, the numbers do look like they're very obviously lip sync. You know, like it's very obvious
Yeah.
that they were lip syncing it, but I still think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing is for a musical, you have to be good on the music and good on the choreography, and this film does well in both.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
not only that, you have comedic scenes throughout the film, and you have two very lovable characters holding their own in it. Like I don't think they were overshadowed by any man in this film.
absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, absolutely not. I think she what's it called? She stands her ground and she really does show her skills, and I think that she's actually even better than the men in this film.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did like the French judge though. I want to give him credit
The whole
because
court scene is
the whole
great.
court scene just great. And then when they're like the tiara and they just pass the tiara around and like, all right, case dismissed. You're like, what? Like that's not
Yep.
how any of this works.
Yep. Yep.
But maybe in France, we did watch a movie where the French judicial system is completely different from the American,
Yep.
and you have to know how to speak French.
Yeah. She got this role because of her performance in Niagara, which is a noir. I really should make the time to sit down and watch Niagara. It's from 1953 as well. Okay. Um, but yeah, man, and I just loved it. I thought it was so charming. I thought that it was a really well made film, and Hawks, his style is still there, but to me, this really just showcases that Howard Hawks is like a fucking versatile director. He's a
Yeah.
versatile artist. He could do anything. You put him on a western, you put him on a noir, you put him on a crime thriller, gangster
I don't.
film, and you
Did he
put him in
do
a
a horror
musical.
film? Did he do a horror?
I don't know. Who
If he
knows?
did, I'm sure it would come out pretty good.
Yeah. But man, he could do it all. And I love this movie, Brad. I thought that it was really, really good. And I had so much fun with it. And I'll keep saying this, bro. I wish we returned back to the days of Technicolor, man, because those colors were beautiful.
Hip hop.
My God, bro.
Also, to a warning of anyone, if you're looking for the full movie on YouTube, it is not there unless you pay. Because I went looking and I'm like, this is not the movie. Marilyn Monroe is not in this at all, even though it says it is. So, you can't find it there.
Yep. Where did you end up finding it? Where did you end up watching it?
I just watched it on Amazon. I had points, so
yeah.
I actually bought it because it was like $3.99 to rent, and then it was like $4.99 to own the movie. So I'm like,
fuck it,
for $1, I'll fucking buy it. Whatever.
Yeah. But man, what a great movie, Brad. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect, but I thought it was probably one of the best movies we've seen this month, bro.
One of the best musicals I've seen.
Yeah, one of the best musicals. I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to really feel like I'm starting to enjoy musicals a lot more than I thought. But
especially with Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, especially with Marilyn Monroe. Jeez, man. But this is definitely my favorite Howard Hawks film of the month. I think that it's better than The Big Sleep, Scarface, and of course Rio Lobo.
Yeah.
Fuck that. But we'll see. We still have the final one on Thursday for the mini pod. But Brad, what is your final verdict?
I am going to give this movie a 9 plus 0.25 for that Marilyn Monroe scene where she's just bouncing on the bed because that fucking made me laugh. So 9.25 out of 10.
Damn straight, man. And yeah, that concludes our review of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I think we got to do a fucking Marilyn Monroe month next year, Brad.
Yeah, I think that's only right.
Yeah, because it's crazy that we've never actually talked about Marilyn like that.
Yeah, like I don't. Again, I don't know with this podcast.
How many like do I have access to from Marilyn? Because I'm pretty sure I got a good amount of Marilyn Monroe films in here. Yeah. Oh, Brad. Yeah, I was fucked up.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Oh my God.
Which it makes no sense why we haven't talked about Marilyn until now.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, keep up to date with us on the nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok at the nerdcore, patreon.com/the nerdcore. At the $1 tier, you get to watch this episode live early and ad free before anybody else gets to watch it on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. If you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure that you leave a comment, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss another video that drops on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Please check out our Discord link so you can tell us how fucking dumb we are that we haven't watched the Marilyn Monroe picture before this. So go in there and tell us that. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure that you follow us and you leave a 5-star review. All of those things help us out so very much, and we would appreciate you guys so much for that. Of course, we would like to thank our patrons. Without them, none of this is possible. And if you are a patron, you get access to this episode for a little earlier than the public does. So, without further ado, we want to also specifically thank our wonderful executive producer. Where can you find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thrifted.io, or go buy something from the Subby God at depop.com/Prison City Vintage.
Yep. We got one last review for you all for the mini pod. But from the Nerdcore podcast itself, this is our final review of 2024. I hope you all have enjoyed your time with us this year. We've talked so many fucking movies this year, man. We have discussed so many, and we had a great time. We'll be back with another episode of this podcast, hopefully on January 6th for our best of TV 2024, and then on the 7th for our best movies top 10 of 2024. But Brad, any words before we get out of here for the last review of 2024 on this podcast?
Just thank you to everyone who's tuned in viewing, returning viewers, new viewers. We appreciate it. We do this because we like to have fun, and I think we've had quite a lot of fun this year. So hopefully this rolls into next year and we have even more fun. So again, thank you all.
Yes, sir. And of course, check us out on Friday, and Saturday for the live show. We're going to be doing our reviews of Skeleton Crew and Creature Commandos to officially send off the Nerdcore into 2025. And with that, we'll also be live on Thursday, $5 tier and above, for our mini pod review of His Girl Friday as we conclude Howard Hawks month. But from both of us, we're getting the hell out of here. Brad, set him out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank to all those who join us in future chats. Happy New Year, Stacy. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta give that new blonde stranger you met a diamond tiara. That's just the way it is.
That old man was thirsty as shit.
Whoo, and he was named Piggy. You young Yoda out.